Holla at your boy. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if this has fixed the issues. No, thank you. I don't want that. We're going to get back to it. So I've made some changes. Whoa, wait, what? Why does it have that weird profile picture? It is what it is. All right, so hopefully this is, I've fixed the frame rates. I fixed the video encoder to be GPU instead of that craptastic software. We are now about to go into this trial tower. The other one was completed. We're going to use thrust here. And then we don't have Kitsuke anymore. What will we do? Or I don't have Kenpachi anymore. Is it Kitsuke or Kenpachi that I just lost out on? I have another Kenpachi. I don't have any more Kitsuke. Why did Kitsuke get used? I don't understand why he had to. In 32 minutes. That was the thing. That was the thing. How dare you? All right, so what we're going to do now is go at this with the thrust team. What we're trying to do is stack up the Jade so I can try to pull for more Ichigo white Ichigo. Okay. And hopefully the lag and everything is resolved. And funnily enough, I mean, my stats look better. We're happy about that. Let's see. Ooh. Let's see. Where's my water? What? Hoorah, hoorah, hooray. Are we good? I think we're good. Because it's even looking good on the whatchamacallit. So that made me, oh, and by the way, and I think maybe it was a real census. That phone call I got was like a Swiss census or something. And she was like, can I just get your stats real quick? I won't call again. And I was like, I didn't know they still did this, right? I didn't know that they still called to census people. And at first I thought it was a scam where it was going to be like, okay, cool. Now give me your name and your number. She literally was like, give me your name. It doesn't have to be your last name, just your first name. And then wrote it down. And I was like, okay. Like, what is your career? What is your insurance? Do you have house insurance? And then that was it. She was done. Like, all right. It really only took 2 minutes. Okay. You're cool. Have a nice day. She caught me in a mood of where I wanted to listen because I was about ready to be like, don't call me again. Don't call me. Bruh, did I really? Oh. All right. I'm going to share this with you guys because there's nobody watching me right now. I literally, for breakfast, I had my Gipfeli and my comfy, my croissant and jam, right? I made this morning. I was using apricot jam, right? Where are my tissues? There they are. And apparently, somehow, some way, while eating, a drop of jam went down and landed in my slipper. And I just had like apricot jam on my foot. Like, what is this? It's so much better. Okay, cool. All right, so basically what I did was, and it took a little bit longer because of two things. One, yesterday I was trying to fix the video encoder. It was using some software and it's supposed to be using the GPU, right? And I couldn't find the setting in OBS. And by the time, I didn't look that hard to be real. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to do other stuff today. So the thing I was originally going to do was change it from 60 frames a second to 30 frames a second, which I still did do. Because I don't need 60 frames per second. What do you think this is? I'm not making a movie. There's like 17 of us watching that. And then I noticed my mistake of like not being able to find the settings. I had to change the output mode. Once I found that and was able to change it to the GPU over the the software, boom, there you go. It's using, instead of 11% CPU, it's using 1.6, much better. It's putting out a good 1,000 more KPSs without dropping any frames, also great. And it looks like there isn't nearly as bad of a lag. So, yay. Good thing I did that. All right, so glad it's so much better though. That makes me feel good. We are going to not wait for Kitsuke for the next 28 minutes. We're going to run up in this with freezing. We're going to run up in this with where you at? Kenpachi. Okay. White Ichigo, Inner Hollow, and then Bankai. Now, this is just strictly to get past this content. This is not the best slash construction. The best would have Kitsuke here. And this is not going to be a fair damage comparison because they're going to be on the field different amounts of time. If it so happens that they're both on the field for 15 seconds, cool. But outside of that, which I don't think is going to happen, outside of that, this is just me getting through this floor. Only if his face cam is slightly behind the audio, but you can check. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, yeah, I'll check on that later. But thank you, Hakeem. I appreciate you keeping me posted. That's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. That's going to be whatever's keeping the audio behind my lips on the screen. We'll figure that out later. But thank you for the help and thank you for the patience. Thank you guys. I got the best viewers. I know every streamer says that, and I guess it is for them. Like the viewers gravitate to what they like the most, and then in turn, that's what the content creator wants. So I got the best viewers. They awesome. You know how I know they awesome? Last month I made 17 cents streaming, and I still can't wait to stream. So it's not for the money. It's for the love of the game. I did make up on that. Like that's where I like the YouTube money, which isn't a lot, is very little. McDonald's money is what I call it. That's where the mass majority comes from, like the YouTube videos. The streaming does nothing. I get nothing. And I don't have any like memberships or donation things set up, which I'm going to have to do at some point, but it makes it so business-like and so professional. Ugh. Just having fun. All right. Albeit, I can't. Pretty soon, I won't be able to say it's just for fun anymore. Well, we'll see. In the next month or so, I applied for it to be a business in Switzerland, so we will see how that goes. And then once it's a business in Switzerland, like I can still say it's a hobby, but I can't say that it's a hobby because the Swiss government would be like, that ain't a hobby. Before I was like, no, it's just a hobby, it's fun, and I get a little bit of cash back just to like basically fund my habit. Once I register this with the Swiss government, they're gonna be like, that's a nice habit that's gonna require taxes. We're gonna need you to up this money, dog. We're gonna need you to go ahead and give us our cut. All right, Switzerland. All right, there we go. That's fine. Something strange that I noticed. It used to be that when I would bring up my water bottle, which is green, the brain of somebody with ADHD, is that it would kind of disappear because I have green screen and that's what everything is keyed to. And now it's not anymore. I wonder what that is. Random thoughts. All right. So after this one, I didn't do it in the last one. After this one, we need to check the damage. And then I think the best thing for me to do for his video is, especially since Hakeem said this, funnily enough, part of the reason why Swiss people have a good chunk of change, taxes, not that bad. We still complain, because nobody likes taxes. But when I look at what taxes are in like Italy Or, well, they don't. Like, a lot of the folks just don't pay their taxes because they're like, you're not going to use our tax money to fix our streets. So why am I giving you this money? I'm going to feed my family. But, like, the UK, US, bruh. I heard France has some, like, the taxes in Switzerland are nuts because of the salary. So you hear it and then you're like, yeah, but it fits, right? So, and I don't know France like that. I do know France. I don't know it like that. But the comparison came, like, one of the three smart things that my ex-wife ever said was, yeah, buying a Coca-Cola here costs $4, but if you make 10 times what is made by the person in the country next to you and their Coke is half the price, it's still more expensive for them. Here we go. So, wow, Ichigo, he stays on the field. He stays getting attention. So 3 times this, actually, he would have done better than Kenpachi. This doesn't work. This math does not work because some of it's built up off of debuffs and all the other jazz. But, okay. But no, like okay, cool. All right, okay, not cool that the taxes in France are horrible, but that was my assumption. And so, like, not being too specific, but I had an opportunity like a decade and a half ago to go work in the UK, leave Switzerland, go work in the UK, and I didn't at the time because the kid's married, so I'm not leaving them to go work in London. But then I had a friend who was also like, the other problem with that is you're gonna end up with the same salary, but then your taxes are gonna basically double, like not quite double, but close enough for you to feel like they doubled, and then you're screwed because the salaries will stay the same and you see a nice salary, but then when that gets a big old tax chunk taken out of it, you're like, wait a minute, Switzerland only does this much and you guys are doing that much. Yeah, give us our money. So yeah, it's third. Whoa, third place. Really? I did not know that like that. I assumed, but it was just damn, no wonder y'all not trying to work that hard over there in France. Whenever I go to a restaurant in France, the waiter's just kind of like, why'd you walk into here? It's a restaurant. Yeah. Fine. What do you want? Water? Oh, fine. I'll get you some water. You know what I mean? Like, y'all hate it. What is the brocho talking about? What's the context? The context is I'm sorry. You're going to hate what the context is. The context was Hakeem asking me about taxes in Switzerland, and now we're going off on European taxes. I have tangents, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But no, so taxes in Switzerland, not that bad. Not that bad. Not that bad at all. Once people told me about other places and I looked back at the US, I was like, let me shut up. So where now, even if my friends are complaining, man, taxes here are so bad, I'm like, move to the UK. Go to the US. See what the business is for real. Okay, then hush. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So once we finish this up, okay, and that was the thing, and I'll actually talk about the game itself instead of random taxes in European countries. We're gonna look at White Ichigo in the context of taking him into the training grounds, the practice grounds or whatever, because that is the place where I can get the cleanest data of how they perform on like neutral sites. Let's see what Ichigo did here. He loves the field, bro. He loves being out there. Whoa. 16 million on 18 seconds. Ichigo does 10 million on 48. Dog. Switzerland isn't even top 10. That's not right. That's not right to laugh about that. I'm American. Why am I holding it down like that? To be honest, I live in North Africa. I gotta say, French hate for. Let me be honest with you real quick. And this is not to disparage what you're saying at all. But as a person who's lived in Switzerland for a very long time, I'm not gonna let you call out France only in this context. You're right. Only in this context. I want you to name for me the European country that's like, oh yeah, we love when African people come visit our nation. We love foreigners. Name that country. I'll wait. That's the only context. I'm just saying they're not alone. We're not top 20. Yes, that's what's up. Thank you, Switzerland. Hopschwitz. All right, so this is already been taken care of. Let's see how much I have for gotcha pulls to try to go for Ichigo. We need 1,600, right? I could do. I'm kind of speaking just. Oh no, I hate you. And also, I'm being like glib and funny about it. As my mom would say, sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. I'm being like glib and funny about, but it's yeah, it's. I have had the same. My ex is Italian, and we've had that discussion about how Italians feel about people from the African continent. The UK when they had that whole. What you know? What we're not gonna go there. I was about to. It's Europe. That's my only argument. It's name the and you know what the funniest part about it is? If you talk to anyone else, because we just had this conversation about Spain. If you say it to anybody else, like every country points to another country and calls them racist, and it's like that's like me pointing at somebody from Nigeria and being like, you black. Like, dog. I'm half Nigerian anyway, though. But you see my point. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're Kenyan? Oh, you black. What are we doing? Anyway, let me stop. And I will say this too. To be a little bit more fair. Oftentimes it's the governments and those loud jackasses, not the people themselves. There are some people who are like that, plenty of people. But I've also run into, I love going to Italy. It's fun. And whenever I do go to Italy, the amount of times my ex hated it because she's a very pretty woman. We would go to Italy, people would buy me drinks. She was like, how did you do that? Nobody ever buys me drinks. I was like, I don't know. I'm standing next to you. This guy said, hey, what's up, bro? I was like, hey. And he bought me a drink. Same thing with France. I used to hate the idea, the concept of France. I'd go there, meet some French people. They were pretty cool. So the world has its problems, but I will hold on to hope for humanity because, I run into some people on the day-to-day, on the regular, where it's like, okay, if you're a part of their people, then it can't be all bad. It's a lot of bad, but you ain't all bad, I guess. All right, so Ichigo, Inner Hollow, right? I don't know. Or you know what? Let's just go ahead and record it. Let's just go ahead and go. We're going to be haphazard with it. But my generation is cooked. Let's just admit it. Oh, bruh. I'm not trying to be mean, but... And I've always asked this question. If it is every previous generation, when they hit my age, if they look at the generations behind them, like that are the younger ones, and they're like, man, y'all are screwed. Because that was what was said to me by the older generation. And now I'm looking at how the world works now, and I'm like looking at my son and my daughter like, y'all gonna have to deal with it. Okay. All right. The ones that are causing all these problems gonna be dead in 5 years anyway. Hopefully. And now y'all gotta do. But maybe I'm hoping for your generation, when my generation is dead and gone, you're going to be looking back at the ones who are a couple years behind you and be like, yeah, y'all going to be screwed. Hopefully this happens for the next millennia and everybody's talking about how screwed the upcoming generation is. And it's all just alarmism and being more aware of what the world is and all that other stuff. I hope. So much I hope. All right. It's not just you. I think we're all cooked. All right, here we go. I mean, according to science, like the bees are going to be extinct in 5 to 10 years, which means this world is going to die. Okay. So, Ichigo. Minute 35. Coming in 3, 2. Ichigo. Inner Hollow. White Ichigo. White Zangetsu. Whatever you want to call him. I like him a lot. A lot. He's amazing. He is, to me, if you have like if you're trying to build your Slash team, if you're having problems with it, Slash team has been the worst team in Bleach Soul Resonance for a minute, for a hot minute, right? He fixes that to where now I think my strike team is actually the worst. So I'm going to go into using Ichigo in training modes to show where the benefit is, and then there's going to be other videos with him getting deeper into his kit. But this one is just like Ichigo Inner Hollow is incredible, and he's proof that when you have a tactical character coming up, for those of you who save, this is where you dump all your resources in a tactical character. I'm talking too much for the intro. Let's just get to the video. All right, so coming in. And I need to, you know what? Let me pause this real quick because there is something that I do need to do. Oh, it won't let me. Uh-oh. Don't do that to me. Uh-oh. We're gonna. Yep, I can't pause it. All right. That's fine then. One of the things I wanted to double check was him laying down his instinct mark or whatever. And then, because instinct burst and instinct points. And I will say, like with Edge revealed, White is the best B0 tactic, and out of all the tactics, he provides the most support. Sup, Stu? Thanks for watching. I'm biased. I'm biased because I have Aizen at B6. And there's no way for me to unsee what Aizen does, but then I also have to take it into like the context of, but he's B6 though. I don't remember my B0 Aizen. I genuinely don't. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I just can't I can't even argue it. I can't argue it. You're probably 100% right. I can't argue it. Not for real. All right. I'm wondering if I should go over his kit, but it feels like, and you know, I'll ask you guys while you're up there just to see. Going through his kit does not seem smart, especially since people who really want to play with him and check him out at first want to do, they can do Edge revealed, right? So you don't need me to be like, here's what's in his kit, because Edge revealed tells you that. This message is being... Hakeem. And I think, okay. Hakeem, not even joking. And I think they think that is racist. This is hilarious. So you put White is better at B0 easily, right? I think they think that you're being a white supremacist. White is better. YouTube is like, pause, wait a sec. We got to review this. We only have an AI agent looking at this stuff. Because that's the only thing I can think of as to why they would like hold that message. They won't let me see it. They won't let me see. Like they have this message where like a moderator needs to approve it. And then I'm clicking like show and it's like, nope, there's already another moderator handling it. I have no other moderators here. They just think you're a racist. YouTube thinks Hakeem is a racist. That's hilarious. Oh God, I'm so glad. That might be a blooper. That might be a blooper on the end of it. Hakeem just tries to put like white is better, and YouTube is like, wait a second. I love everything about that. I love absolutely everything about that. Well, I mean, I know you think white is better. You're the one who picks Luca over Wemby, right? So, I'm sorry that gave me the giggles. Okay. All right. Sorry, that threw my whole like thought process off. That might have just made my day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That did just make my day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. But no. Okay. So the question then becomes, how much do I go into the kit? So for those of you who don't have Ichigo, right? I don't do the edge revealed thing typically, unless I'm just trying to get the whatchamacallit, get the free the clear stuff, the clear rewards. I don't do that. Jokes on you, YouTube. I'm black. Well, thanks, but I'm black. Is the joke on YouTube? Really? Is the joke on YouTube? I don't think they care. Oh, let me stop. Focus. YouTube just gave me the crackles. They really got me. But thank you, YouTube, for trying to protect. I'll put it this way. On the side of caution, being like, whoa, that seems like racism. Let's ask the content creator if he wants to show what could be racism. I'm like, no, when he said white, he meant Ichigo. We don't understand. Just show the message. just show the damn message. All right. He means literally white, the absence of color, not white as in the peach skinned people, like literally white, the absence of color, white. Or if you go by the light spectrum, all the colors put together. I guess I defaulted to pain over light. I guess that says something about me. Anyway, the question then becomes, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Start trial. So coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a Bleach Soul Resonance video. In this video, Hakeem got flagged, but I have to say it. Hakeem got flagged by YouTube because he put down a comment that says white is better at B0 easily. I believe that YouTube thinks that he was being racist and not like white Ichigo, which has had me laughing for the last how long? Like 3-4 minutes. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. You flag the black guy for saying white is better, thinking that it's a white supremacist when it's really talking about. That's just funny. I'm sorry. That is hilarious. All right. Anyway, thank you for being on the side of caution and everything else, but that is hilarious. Okay, just that happened. All right. So Ichigo white. Inner hollow. I'm about to say inner hollow. If I say white Ichigo, I'm gonna keep giggling. Inner hollow. I'm gonna take him into the like practice area where you get to like train and just use them, and I'm gonna try to see who he helps more. Is it Kenpachi or is it Bankai Ichigo? From seeing what Bankai Ichigo does, and again, he's been off my slash team for a minute. He likes to be on the field a lot. So I was debating on whether or not to do edge revealed or not. So by the way, guys, give me comments on it below, as opposed to going through his full kit, because it's going to show you how the kit works. However, you may have already done it. And then I can go into doing the training. That way you can see it in action and how it's working. So let me know if you would rather me just go through his entire kit, not go to recruit. How dare you? Start the trial. So you guys let me know. Hakeem's struggle is real. Hakeem struggled. All right, here we go. Please believe me. Okay, let me stop. All right, so battlefield skill, energy, and instinct points. Inner Hollow battlefield skill uses 2 energy types, battlefield skill energy and instinct point, which release 2 different battlefield skills. That's important. Releases 2 different battlefield skills. Other teammates' basic special attacks and techniques increase battlefield skill energy on hit. Once it reaches max, first battlefield skill can be released to pull the enemies in and deal damage. Release of first battlefield skill or special grants instinct points. Reaching 2 triggers instinct burst. 2 seems like a low number. I love that. Increasing his attack. Attacking builds up spiritual pressure When it is full, tap and hold the basic to release a special attack. All right, so I'm going to have to actually, we're going to switch in Kenpachi. So teammates, basic attacks, special attacks, whatever, they build up this. Bet. I think I can do this just with my mouse and not have to actually pick up my phone. So we're doing this, trying to build up the battlefield skill. Then we'll tap to release it. All right, Kenpachi, do that, Steve. Then we go here. After gaining 2 instinct points, enter instinct bursts. Hold the basic attack. Boom. That's a cool animation, though. That is a cool animation. All right, so finishing strike. While instinct burst is active, teammates attacks no longer generate battlefield skill energy. While in Shikai, the 4th hit of the basic attack, the 2nd of this technique, and the counter consume 1 instinct to release a Getsu Tencho. When all instinct points are depleted, the battlefield skill finishing strike is activated. So that's the other battlefield skill. So right now we want to consume all the instinct points through basic attacks, techniques, and whatevers. The big plus, I need to use my other mouse, but now tap and hold to release. Boom. And now we have our 2nd battlefield skill ready to go. So this is what he stacks up while on the field. Now, after releasing the ultimate, enters Bankai and swings out a Getsu Tensho, increasing the spiritual pressure to maximum. I swear I can read. During Bankai, basic attacks are greatly enhanced and continue to build ultimate energy, but techniques and special attacks cannot be used. When ultimate energy is full again, the 2nd stage of the ultimate can be released. All right, so enter the Bankai. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now we're doing this. Keep attacking to fill the ultimate energy. Then release the ultimate again. That's that 2nd ultimate that comes through. Pretty straightforward, right? Now this says defeat them all. We don't care about this part of it because now I'm going to go ahead and take him into the training mode and try to see if Bankai Ichigo or Kenpachi Ichigo, just how they perform. I already know that Kenpachi is better. It's not really even, maybe it's close. Let me not say maybe it's not close. I'm sure it is close. But let's go ahead and put in the team that I have been using. Kitsuke, who is still a god in this game. He's incredible. I don't think his utility is ever going to go away. I mean, there might be better, there might be worse, but he's always going to be, just given how they made his kid, he's always going to be better. I think smart money is on him being first. Not sure, but we're going to run it like that anyway. It is his video after all. Let's see. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Drop that in the middle for no reason. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put this on 2 minutes. That's what I typically do. Let it run, and then I'll come back with the results. So, be right back. Are all the different versions of Ichigo separate characters, or do you need to unlock the versions to unlock the others? No, they're all separate entities. Bankai is not the same as Shikai. That's not the same as Inner Hollow. That's not the same as Initial. I think there's 4 versions of Ichigo in this game right now. So they're all different versions that need to be unlocked in. I was going to say in different ways. Bankai is a special gacha pull. Inner Hollow is the limited one for right now as well. So you couldn't even pull Ichigo Bankai if you wanted to at the moment. And the others are SRs. I think Initial you get initially. And then I think you actually get Shikai as well as part of like just the story mode or whatever. I think you get both of them that way. Okay, so let's see what the damage is. Funnily enough, this kind of makes me want to do a ranking of. It's just that the strike team isn't complete, and then my teams are not representative of what people would normally have, just because of how much of an investment I put into Aizen. The thrust team would be the closest. Like, this is what everybody got. The slash team, I think, would also be the closest to like, this is what everybody has, and getting Kitsuke like boundaries and stuff. Though I don't have him like B6, it's not necessarily hard because he's one of those regular pulls. So you can get a hold of him multiple times. I'm wondering if I should do a comparison of like what this team does versus if I put my thrust team in there. I want to say I could do strike with mastery. Yeah, of course. A tier list, you should do one. A tier list for each character. See, that's the issue. You're not wrong. That's the issue. Is that Aizen's going to be number one on my list, but I don't know if it's because of he is doing work. I don't know if wait, what? Oh, that's 11 million. I thought it said 116. I was about to say, what are we doing? A large part of that is the B6 thing. I feel like Bankai Ichigo definitely synchronizes better with White than Kenny. You might be right, Hakeem. We're gonna find out. I didn't even know that there were extra buffs for Ichigo. So we'll see. But when I tell you, I was half paying attention when I was running this team, and I looked over, and Kenpachi's just eating up the enemy's health bar like dog munchies. Like he was destroying him. I was like, yo, Inner Hollow. We're going to say Inner Hollow just so that YouTube doesn't flag me either. Inner Hollow is doing work. Inner Hollow is doing some work. All right, so 10 seconds. This is so much better than what it was running on my Windows. And I'm glad that the lag is at least manageable. Okay. So we'll figure out the whole like non-lip syncing thing later. Looks like they put in some work though. 205 million. All right, so we go here. So coming back, 3, 2. Okay, so here are the results of having, first of all, Ichigo White being on the field for 47 seconds does 123 million in damage. That's a lot of damage. Kenpachi did 69.86. I'm going to write this down right now, because that is absolutely, I love that. Ichigo Inner Hollow, so that we be sure to not get flagged by YouTube like like the homie Hakeem. Oh, that's just too funny. All right, so Kenny, he's doing 69.86 over 41 seconds. Now what we gonna do is we're gonna end this. We're gonna leave. We're gonna replace Kenpachi with Ichigo. And then the one other thing that I was thinking of is, where are you at, Ichigo? To be fair to him, he does not have the ready-to-go set stamps, which are the set stamps that I'm going to use for damage dealers. As a matter of fact, the only thing keeping me from using Kenny's set stamps on him over the set stamps he has already is the fact that there's alignment damage in Kenny's. That's not alignment damage, ailment damage. I'm going to do it again. Ailment damage in Kenny's, not on Ichigo's. However, you know what? Let me go ahead and change that. I'll be right back. Let's see if I can make Bankai better. Let us see. I also need to be a little bit more conservative because I still need these resources to do Ulquiorre. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I'm sure I'm not. What does the Black Moon do? Increases slash damage, increases base attack. That's fine. That's okay. Where's Kenny's set stamps? There they are. And his does increase base attack by 20, crit damage by, Lord have mercy. I guarantee they regret making that set stamp. His crit rate is at 56%. Crit damage is at 50. Ultimate charge rate. Crit rate is here. This is actually a pretty good piece. I mean, the defense roll we don't like, but we like the... Oh, it was one roll on attack and one roll on crit rate. That ain't that bad. This is trash. This is trash. Do I have Rising Black Moon by any chance to have a slash attack on it? But that one has slash, crit, and alignment. I'm tempted to roll this one up just to see if I can get a better one and not do a full replacement of his set stamps. All right, so let's see if I can roll this one up a little bit and see what that does. I'm running short on resources. Like I have really been going at it with this stuff. Defense, boo, how dare you, sir. There's the other slash. Enhance, maybe we get some crit damage on it. Boo, flat defense both times. Why you hate me? Why you hate me? Then do B0 tier list, but even how duped Aizen is still in the highest tiers. If you replace Urahara with Mayuri, Kenpachi does a lot more damage. Stu, yes, but the comparison with Ichigo, he's using Kisuke for both. Yeah. You're right about that. Mayuri would be better for the alignment damage, for the ailment damage. Potentially. No, because it's the best. Anyway, but yeah, I'm trying to just keep it fair for both of them, even though it looks like Ichigo is getting a little bit of a raw deal. So we're gonna come back. 3, 2. Okay, so I've decided to keep the Rising Black Moon set stamps. I'm trying to give you guys like full disclosure just so you can see what's really going on in the background. Increase slash damage 11%, increase base attack by 18%. The ready to go stamps are better stamps for him. Are better stamps in my view, because you're going to end up with increases in base attack by 20%, increase in crit damage by 50%. If this one's the crit rate one, this is the crit damage one. I'm afraid of putting this on because it's going to reduce his crit rate by a good amount, because I have a very good crit rate piece on him already. And if I reduce his crit rate by any more, I feel as though he's not going to hit as hard. Okay, so even though the crit damage I have on my Ichigo is not the best in the world, and that needs to be improved, this proves to me that I do need to like re-roll his stamps and make him better. The set that I have on him right now is going to perform better than the one that I would have. So right here we have crit rate, and then here we have ultimate charge, attack as a percentage. I mean, we're not huge fans of that. Here, crit rate, attack were the rolls, and then a defensive percentage. It loves doing defense for some reason. And then this one is the trash one that I was trying to replace. And every time I did a roll, it ended up landing on flat defense. This one needs to be replaced. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do one more here. If this roll lands on crit or attack, I'll give it another chance. Does that make sense? I'm saying that to myself. Does that make sense? I'm not even talking to y'all right now. I'm trying to be sure that I'm making sense to me. All right, so let's go to Soul Guard real fast. Raid. And we'll raid it one more time. Then return. Go back. Let's see. Defense, flat. That's some Monday right there. That's a lot of Monday right there. Whole lot of Monday. Whole lot of Monday. Let's go ahead and roll that one too. Crit damage. Crit damage. Attack. I have a plan. Attack. I don't know that I want to take this 6-star. And I guarantee my stream is going to be like, don't do it. How much do I have? I got 30. We'll do it anyway. I know. Do as I say, not as I do. But this is me, and I've said this to the others on the account before. This is me messing up my account so that you guys can get a good, clear view of what's going to happen with the character, okay? Or as good of a view as I can make it potentially. So watch me mess up my account so that you don't have to mess up yours, all right? So we're going to put this one on him. This is going to be a slightly better stamp. Slightly better. All right, cool. So now we have increased crit damage of 23. So we should be okay with that. Not great. Some increased attack, some alignment damage, which does nothing for us. All right, so now we're going to go in here with this Ichigo. Training, free training. Ichigo is there. And then we start. Be right back with them stats. We're always trying to help you. I know, Hakeem. I know. That was a dumb move, but I had to do it just to make it a little bit more even, right? Oh wow. Oh my God, that's the first time I heard someone pronounce ailment damage correctly. Kudos to you. Really? Is everyone saying alignment? It's ailment. And I have been saying alignment a lot, like the old man that I am. And then someone, threw barbs at, not barbs, they were making a joke on me on YouTube. Like, he keeps saying alignment and it's ailment. And it's like, bruh, you are so right. I'm sorry. I'm old. He was 100% right for getting on me for that. So, yeah, everyone says alignment damage was definitely not the spelling. Yeah, I got called out on that, and I was like, "Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm old and stupid." So, yeah. What's up, Daily Chan? I see you peek your head in there. Okay, I see you. So we're doing this recording. What time is it now? I need to double check the time because what I will then do is go to Endless Trial Tower for a little bit. Then I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to come back with 7 Deadly Sins. And then that's going to be my day. Actually, I do need to open this letter real fast and take care of some business. Right? So 71 seconds in. Kenpachi had 69.86 and Ichigo Inner Hollow, we'll stick with Inner Hollow, had 123.59. So so far it's looking like they're not going to do as much damage overall, period. Because I think the overall damage was, 205 million, I think? They're not even halfway there yet. And it's more than halfway through the, through the time that they will have. I wonder if the ready-to-go stamps make that big of a... I mean, they probably do. They probably do. I think I will. I think I will put Kenpachi stamps on Ichigo as well, just to see. Oh, the Xbox event. I need to go look at that. I need to go check that out. I moved away from Xbox was my console of choice for like a decade and a half, and then I finally bought a PlayStation 5. I think it was for... No, I got a PlayStation 4 for Final Fantasy 7, the remake. And then I just was like, well, I got this one console. I'm not going to do what I did in college and try to get every console with no money. How did I do that in college? Anyway, so yeah. Wow, this is not... Okay, coming back in 3, 2... Okay, so the results have me like tremendously confused and disappointed, or at least what they were doing before. Ichigo came through and did more damage, but because of how his how he works. He's on the field for 77 seconds. He stays on the field, right? So over that 77 seconds, he's doing 81.9 million. Kenny not on the field as much. He's doing 69.8 and on the field for 41 seconds. But then he's keeping Ichigo Inarahalo off the field. So Ichigo Inarahalo only did 61.48 million because he was only on the field for 13 seconds, which then lends itself to like Bankai wants to be on the field so much that it's actually to the detriment. It's been happening to me with Toshihiro and Aizen on the Spirit team, where it's like, Toshihiro, get off the field. Aizen is the one who's handling business, and if you're not gonna meet his amount of damage, I don't need you coming in, right? So I was tempted to put on the Kenny stamps. Yeah, and that's what I'm seeing right now from Hakeem right now. Auto with Ichigo does not work because supposedly it's a quick switch team. My argument for that would be, so is the strike team, and they are still amazing. So, to me, give me your comment section below. Give me your comments below. Hakeem may have a very, very, very good point. He may have a very good point. Doesn't look like Ichigo wants to be switched off. That's the thing. You might just need to make it work. But to me, Kenny's going to be better to run with Ichigo Inarahalo. Let's be sure to say that correctly. But I'm going to keep testing it. I'm going to keep playing. This is not the only White Zangetsu video that you're going to get, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Thank you to YouTube for like trying to protect us content creators, but Hakeem is not racist. We'll see you guys next time. All right. Okay. That was kind of, that wasn't, I thought the damage would at least be better, but it is what it is. I get the whole concept of it being a quick swap team and everything, but I thought it was going to at least perform. How long have, okay, we're good. All right, so going back, we're going to gather this stuff, and then we're going to do the fun stuff of the Endless Trial Tower, which I really do like. I love that. We're pulling here. How much? 20. I need, do I have enough points somewhere? Spirit, energy, let's go to Stamp Corridor. That'll give me 2,000, and we're trying to pull for him anyway. Weekly supply. Cool. We like that. We'll run the 5. Wait. I think I already have his core stamp up to 5. Hold up. Yeah, I already have it at 5. I need Ukiora, whatever. That's who I need. Okay. And Dovet. I don't own this because I dismantled it. Geo. All right. There you are. Change stamp. 30% chance. Let's see if I get anything done. We're only going to run it once so we can get those points from the battle pass. Itchy nose. All right. We're going to run this once. We're trying to get those points for the battle pass. That way I'll have 2 more stamps. Then I'll be able to do a 10 pull for Ichigo and hope that I get a dupe. But so far that guy's a monster and I absolutely love him. And also so far it seems like, and I am the guy online who's running auto. I tried to get the controller to work. Not my fault. I've partitioned my entire computer to help with that. Not my fault. But, whoa, that was fast. What are we doing? All right, so let's open them all. Come on. Andiamo. Lego. Vamos. All right, so we're done with that. Exit. Now let's hop over here and get these other battle points, and maybe we can get a 10 pull going. Maybe. Claim all. Yo. Next. Claim all. Yo. 2 more of those tickets. And I think I still have from this, but I think those are, oh no. Claim that. Okay. We're happy. We are happy. We're going to leave you alone. We're going to go over here. We're going to try to pull for him. And then we're going to do Endless Trial Tower. Streamer luck. I've been through so much. Please. Can we get it? Skip that part. Try to go piece by piece. See what I mean, though? Shikai, completely different Ichigo. This is not what we wanted. This is the wrong Ichigo. So you know. It'd be nice if he had another one that came with him. You know what I'm saying? Is it just going to loop me through? Okay, I was about to say, like, it was just like back and forth, and I was like, is there a bug? What happened? All right, fine. Damn. I think I can buy another, one of these now. And then we'll try to stack them later. All right, so we'll go to Endless Trial Tower to see if I can make anything work. Was it Endless Trial Tower that I was doing? We've already completed this one. This is done. Endless Trial Tower, number 10 is where I was stuck. All right, so we're going to reset this. I'm going to spend a little bit of time here trying to negotiate the teams that I'm going to use to get past this part, to get past this content, right? You already got lucky with Merlin. I don't have Merlin. What do you mean I got lucky with Merlin? I don't have Merlin. So yeah, I'm being greedy. I do not have Merlin, so challenge. All right, so what I was doing here is that I can use Rangiku in place with Gin and Nell. The reason for that is that then I can move my Yuri over to the strike team, and then my full strike team can go and get some work done. Another concept is I could use my Yuri on the slash team, move Kitsuke over to the spirit team, and then finagle my way up like that. But the key is that I'm going to need for at least two of these teams to be able to use either an SR or an SR plus because they're incomplete teams. My spirit team can get through whatever for the most part. Thrust team can get through whatever for the most part. Strike team runs into a wall if I don't have my Yuri on it, right? Slash team is good with Kitsuke on it. All right, so we're going to try this really fast. To try to get through this part of Endless Trial Tower. We're going to try to use Rangiku. Now, here's the other part of it, too. Just because it does not work here does not mean it won't work on a later floor. Because part of the... Oh, wait a minute. I already know this isn't going to work. She was like, no, not yet, King. You go first. They are really... They are... Hakeem, you apparently have some kind of like beef with YouTube because your last 2 comments were also blocked. No, I haven't played the NTE update yet. I haven't at all. Your last 2 what did you do to YouTube? You got to exit YouTube or something that doesn't like you and is just messing with your profile? Because you said some relatively harmless stuff. And it's kind of like, nope. They stay blocking you. Okay, sorry. So I already know that this team is not going to get the job done. This enemy is obnoxious because what he does is he keeps putting out like decoys to take up time. I think overall we beat him with Rangiku. But all those decoys that he puts out take up time, and um, since it's lower damage, that time does matter. So we're gonna put Mayuri in for this one. That's one Mayuri use already. It sucks. I ain't even do nothing. Apparently, YouTube is on your neck right now. Oh, they are on your neck. I guess maybe because you use the word hard, it's sexual. You put literally Merlin hard to get. I don't know. You made somebody mad, dog. They're at you. You made somebody mad. Oh, and I think I said hi to Big Sweet. Did I say hi to Big Sweet? I don't know. Forever Gaming, what's up? I'm just trying to be sure. Daily Chan was in there. I said, hey, what's up, Stu? Spike got the hello already. What's up, Spike? Yeah. Just to say hi. I blame the jet. Shuisha. Shogun, what's up, Shogun? How you doing? You're in time to see me try to get through the final tower, an endless trial tower. And it is stressing. It is a roster check out of this world, and it does require some strategy. We're gonna have to do a good bit of planning. We should get past this part. This one is fine. I've gotten all the way up to beating floor 8 on this tower and then stopping because I was out of options. I didn't have those extra. In this case, it's support. So in this case, Mayuri and Kitsuke are huge for supporting the thrust, strike, spirit, and the other one, I can't even remember, slash teams. They are massive for their support. Kitsuke he needs to be on the slash team. The spirit team is good. Actually, no. I ran into an issue with the spirit team as well. Momo's not pulling her weight anymore. So that was an issue where if I put Kitsuke, he would have helped out a lot. The strike team can't get through anything with like the dual Grimjowls because SR plus Grimjow, he takes up way too much field time. So the support of Mayuri there would have been huge, but I need Mayuri for the thrust team. This specific enemy, once I get done with them, I hate this one. I'm gonna substitute Mayuri in for Rangiku, and then I need to have at least one more substitute situation where I'm not using Kitsuke or I'm not using Mayuri. And then I can move them over to other teams. And possibly get through this. No, still haven't got Merlin. You need Creepy Dude, bro. Admit it. No, I will not admit it. I do not need Creepy Dude. Look at how far I've gotten. Don't need him. I only need one creep in my life, and that's Mayuri. And even with him, well, he's just so good, though. So, no, this is me going tactically, strategy, trying to find a way around it. One thing that would help is if Ulquiorra, what is his number? I'm just going to start calling him Espada number, blah. I can't remember what his number is. Because he's not 3. Nell is 3, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I might need him to be a better damage dealer. So we got through this one. That's fine. 3 attempts remaining. You might see me fail at this. So here we go. Now this is where we run into a little bit of a issue. I can use a spirit team here with Momo. And we should be okay. Or even with this buddy. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'm not 100% sure right now. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, he's number 4. Okay, cool. I'm going to start calling him number 4. All right, Spike. So basically, because of the setup that I'm trying to run now, I'm having to look at the YouTube chat directly, not through StreamerBot. And when that happens, YouTube does let you see. If it's a block comment, like you're just being belligerent, I don't think they let us see it. But for the ones that are questionable, like Hakeem saying white is better, they hold it for review, and then I can release the comment. So they'll say like, look, the bot flagged this because it's not sure. Safer rather than sorry, and then I can click show. So those comments should still show. It should if they don't let me know. But it's holding it for a review like, yo, look, this dude over here, this Hakeem guy, he's saying white people are better than black people. We wanted to be sure that he wasn't a racist and that maybe it's some other context. So B6 segunda etapa. For But which one is, wait, what? Segundo etapa. Wait. When are you? Oh, that's his second form when that's for second form. Yeah, I got you. Not to B6, but of course I'm gonna have to pull him once, right? But not to B6. Albeit he is one of the more interesting storylines in that whole Orihime, Ichigo trying to save her, whatever things. I wouldn't mind rewatching that. But we're going to say 4. Actually, for Espada number 4, I was going to be conservative on pulling for Ichigo Inner Hollow, because I thought he was going to be a DPS character. I had already assumed that. But he's tactical. Do we know what Espada number 4 is going to be? Is he going to be tactical or is he going to be damage? Bruh, why are you showing all my business? All my business? All my business. All my business is out here in these interwebs. Let's go ahead and put do not disturb. All my business is out in the street. Already B6 Pantera, so only makes sense to go all out for it. See, that's Hakeem. This is where we disagree. Because my Pantera is B0, and I just sat it there while trying to pursue my B2 Soy Fawn. If it's a full assault, I'm not going to B6 them. Unless it is like... Unless I just have a good day and I get some kind of... I win the lottery. I don't play the lottery. And I like have a bunch of extra cash sitting around, sure. But full assault, I'm not going to B6. Tactical, I'll try to get to B6 as much as possible. I just turned him off. I thought I did before. It just showed a quick charge. It didn't show there was one time where it showed like when a salary statement, like a salary hit, and I was like, dog, can we get this off the stream immediately? Okay, anyway. So let's see if I think we're holding our own here, right? How much time is left? And when I say we, Aizen is carrying us. But, oh no, we got it. So this will be good. So we don't need Kitsuke for the spirit team in this scenario, for this floor. The next thing is going to be, I guess, Slash. Slash is, can I get away with using, I can't use Ichigo. He takes up way too much space. As constructed, especially if I'm going auto. Are you sure you're only going to save for full hollow Ichigo? Are you sure? Because it seems like they're going to try to find a way to... That's what the SR pluses are for. A way for you to divide your attention. But I'm still surprised because there is, and correct me if I'm wrong, there is no way to get the SR pluses, right? Okay, cool. So this made it. All right, that made it. There's no way to get them because you don't even get to pull them from like other tickets. So Slash is here. If I can get through Slash without using Kitsuke, then we might be home free. And I'm pretty sure I tried to do this before. Who would I put in place of? Not Bankai, he takes up too much space. I hate you, but you might be the best option. And then these others are not even leveled up. Really, that's it? I only have to level up 1, 2, 3. Only 8 more characters? Okay. Byakuya to the rescue. Sick to my stomach. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, there isn't any way to get them for... Okay, cool. From banners only from the battle pass. 1 copy every month. But I do know not to be too much for they've been making the right moves. The SR Plus seemed to be the right move thing to do. And then especially if it is like, we're going to give you a powerful character. Not the most powerful, but we're going to give you a powerful character in the battle pass. That feels nice. So it's basically like just log in every day, do some of the work, and you'll get it. Oh, Ikaku he's like level 90 right now, but like, oh no, I made a mistake on giving him resources. I have not forgiven him yet for my mistake, funnily enough. I made the mistake. He's screwed. I am not. No. Okay. Whoa. Who's melting health bars like that right now? If I'm doing the math correctly, we need to get to 10 by the time we get to 2015 or 215, or else we're not going to make it. Unless, similar to the thrust team, their damage goes up as they stay out there, which would be nice. Okay. I tried to stop you, bro. With the Ikaku, was I? Maybe you did. Because with the Ikaku one, I think you tried to stop me dismantling the core stamp. I don't think, I seem to remember doing and I could be wrong, doing the Ikaku one on like my couch being like, okay, I think this is it. I don't remember doing that on stream. I could have though. Like I say, my memory's not what it used to be. Possible. Absolutely possible. Okay, so they're at 10 with 2. Byakuya, just be useful one time in your life. Please, bro. We really need you to do it. If you do this, then I think I got it. That second health bar, that first diamond needs to be gone by the time we get to a minute 30. I don't know if we're gonna make it. May have to put Kitsuke in. Why are you dodging so much, man? Just stand there and get hit, Geen. Just stand there and take these L's. It's okay to lose. Especially if you're losing to me in the pursuit of getting out of here. Come on. Okay, so we got the first health bar. He is wrecking shop. Okay, we got the first bar down. Kenpachi was eating him up for a minute right there. Okay. Fingers crossed. All right. So I'm going to stunt while I can, and then maybe future me will regret this. No need no damn creepy dude. Sadly enough, if you couldn't handle the pressure of the finals when you were at home and you dropped 2 games, what in the hell are you going to do in Madison Square Garden? That building may not survive the noise that those fans are going to put out. They might actually crumble the roof. Like, I don't. I think. I think it's over now. You lost 2 games at home. You were leading 2. That is. I'm kind of thinking it's over already. I think it might be over already. I think the city of New York is going to be burned to the ground because Knicks fans are going to be so happy that they won't know what the hell to do with themselves. That's about to be a party like no other in New York for the next year and a half. Oh my God. Brunson, Hart, Cat, OG. They will never do. Name a member of that Shamit. Name a member of that team, Mike Brown. They will never pay for another thing in New York City again. They may not allow Brunson to walk. He may have New Yorkers waiting outside for him, giving him a piggyback ride to grocery stores for the rest of his life just because of how much they love that man. Oh my God. Jeez. Did you see the rumors on LeBron joining I don't see that happening. There have been rumors about that for months. Actually, it's going back to like last year. I just don't see it. Thank you, Byakuya. Thank you. Never heard me say that before. Um, that's been going back for like a while. If LeBron leaves the Lakers, going to be stuck with Luka, Mr. 300 million. They, real quick, they're already stuck with him. No lie, no joke. They're already stuck with him. So here I had to use Mayuri. Here we didn't have to use Kisuke. Here we didn't have to use Kisuke. So I need one more. I need Rangiku to be able to get through this with them. This might, I can't say should, might be possible because we don't have that same enemy that was friggin' putting out a bunch of enemies that were increasing the amount of time necessary in order to accomplish the goal, right? So maybe this will put us where we need to be. But yeah, the Lakers are already stuck with Luka, and they are going to regret it. Everybody says that was a crazy trade, and I think it's going to bear fruit that Nico Harris was actually right. They're never going to admit it, and Luka could retire tomorrow saying that he just doesn't want to play anymore, and it's still going to be like Nico Harris's fault, but they're already stuck with him, 100%. The question is, are they stuck with Austin Reeves? And I loved Austin Reeves, but Jesus, he was trash. Granted, off of injury, so it is what it is. But that's the question. Are they going to be stuck with Austin Reeves? If not, what's their next moves after that? But it is what it is. I am the Lakers fan who is going to be like, it's fun watching New York and the Spurs. That's the Lakers fan I'm going to be for right now. Because we are not going to have a championship team next year either. Not going to happen. So, wait a minute. Damn it, Rangiku. Damn, I don't think she's going to be able to get us past this. So then the question becomes, can I stretch the Slash team one more time with no Kitsuke and use SR plus Espada number 4 in order to get past the next thing so that I can use Kitsuke on the strike team and potentially the spirit team. Damn it. Their damage does increase as they go, so maybe we can still make it, but I don't see it happening. Also, Reeves asked for 2 or 6. And he is good, but now is not the time to, you know what I mean? Like, now is not the time to ask. It's like you were going to ask your mom, you're in your team, you were going to ask your mom if you can go out Friday night with your friends to the movies, right? You were going to ask, and it wasn't even like there was a shot that you could go, right? You've been doing pretty well. Your mom was upset with you because of whatever, but you were doing well. You were doing good. You were doing good. You were doing good. and then you get a grade back on a test on Wednesday. That is, we won't say what it is, but it's below your mother's standards for what you should have earned. Fine. Not like this is terrible, you're going to be grounded, but like you were doing so well, this is going to be a disappointment for her, right? And now, since you waited to ask if you could go to the movies, now you got to show her that test and then ask if you can go to the movies with your friends. That is what it's like for Austin Reeves to be asking for that money in this moment. You were doing so damn well. You were doing so damn well. And then you brought me back a bad grade. And now you asking for money? It's just poor timing. It's just poor timing. Don't ask your mom. You're going to have to just wait till next Friday. Let her forget the grade a little bit. Bring home a couple quizzes with some A's on them. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, hey, my friends are going to go see, what movie's coming out? Avengers Doomsday. So is that going to be good? So can I go? You know what I mean? Like, you can't ask for money right on the back of a bad grade, dog. Not like he has a choice, of course, but like, come on, man. Austin Reeves lost his mind if he thinks he deserves that much. That's basically the NBA standard. That's the NBA standard. I can't even. And plus, you can say I don't deserve it, but if they pay me, give a damn how you feel about it. They paid me. Give me my money. Run me my check. Run me my check. Give that man his money. I don't think we're going to make it. I'm going to need Geen to do a devastating attack right now. Get us down to 5 on the bar. It got us down to 9. So, nada. Damn it. So, I think we have to come back in here with Mayuri. Ugh. So, I have to make the slash team stretch. Damn it. I know it's a max contract. He's going to ask. He is the second best player on that team right now. He's going to ask for it. And you're going to be hard pressed to find the Lakers being able to say no. Because they're going to talk themselves into it was a bad playoff performance. That's what's going to happen. So, damn, this is not going to go. I'm going to have to put, sorry. I'm going to have to put my Yuri in. The One Piece fighting path. Kim, thank you for watching, by the way. Elaborate on that. This game needs more skill attacks like One Piece fighting path. What do you elaborate on that? Because I don't know the One Piece. Elaborate on that. I want to know what that means. He could play for my Warriors. Exactly. That's my point. Like, he's not a bad player. If the Warriors had Austin Reeves, I'm not saying they'd be better, but they would trade pods in a minute for Austin Reeves. Please believe that. If they could trade pods and what's that other boy? They're grown men. I shouldn't be saying that. Pods, and there was another, I can't think of his name. They would give those two up for Austin Reeves in a draft pick. Right now, today. All right, my Yuri. Let's go. Yeah, LeBron had zero help, partially due to injury, though. Austin Reeves came back and he was not healthy. And this is the guy who's like, you shouldn't be asking for that money. He's going to get that money. But, like, he came back from injury. So he was below health, below his 100% thing. I'm not arguing with you. I hear you. I'm telling you, they're going to either have to pay him that or he's leaving. And if Austin Reeves leaves, then who is the replacement? Because it's not just a yes or no proposition. When you lose a player that is in your starting lineup and, then you have to find a way to substitute. And please believe there is no one on the old-ass, busted-ass Lakers that is going to be as good as Austin Reeves offensively, period. Luka's going to be the leading scorer. Austin Reeves is going to be the second. Braun's going to be third. And then who? They've put themselves in a pretty awkward situation. Speaking of awkward situations, I'm going to need y'all to chop chop. I'm going to need y'all to chop chop and take old buddy out. I'm going to need you to chop chop for real. It's so my Yudi makes such a big difference. Again, going to the argument of like, don't overinvest in damage dealers. Get your tactic up, get your support up, and then just plop in your damage dealers. Like, look at this. They're already halfway done. I mean, granted, it wasn't SR Rangiku, but still. They're already halfway done, and we're not even a minute deep. All right. All right. Ooh, sorry. All this noise and whatnot, all this extra. Jeez. He makes such a big difference. He makes such a... I will say this, though. And what I was about to say was going to be stupid. Never mind. No. It fits. Kitsuke provides more options for the strike and the spirit team because all he does is, well, to be able to use him wherever I need him, because all he does is boost attack by 60%. Mayuri's is very specifically aligned towards ailment damage, which benefits the strike team, but not the spirit team. Albeit, I guess with freeze, but you can't really freeze the enemies. Maybe that, but bruh, from not being able to pass it to like not even half the time gone. All right, there it is. There it is. Next up, if I can avoid is it spirit? Last spirit thing I had, I was able to use him. If I can use Espada number 4 one more again, we might be okay. I am going to run to the bathroom real quick and make, I don't know if it's a tea or a coffee. I will be back in a moment, but I'm going to run this in the meantime. Fingers crossed. Be right back. All right, so I should probably add, and maybe I will at some point, add source. The desktop audio needs to be added, just so we can have it coming from here as well, right? But is what it is for the moment. Actually, I think I could do that anyway. I think it's actually muted on the game. Toshihiro, I'm gonna need you to sit down somewhere, buddy. But it's okay. It's clear that we're gonna get through this. Aizen's gonna sub in a second, wipe this all out for us. I like to see more skill variety, flashy abilities, transformations, characters, specific mechanics. The combat is good, but more powerful showcases would more powerful showcases would make battles feel more epic. Okay. Okay. So you're saying there's not enough, like, I will say this, the graphics are flashy. I think, and this might be just a difference in like what you like versus what I like. Because I was gonna say events like this, where I'm having to figure out the different strategies and stuff in order to make it work. Especially since my roster is handicapped by not having creepy dude Hakeem. That's the only time you're gonna hear me say that. I do enjoy this challenge aspect of it. We're gonna try to run this again and see if it goes. I do, but I can see your point. I can see your point about the transformations. I think that part of that is that they figured out, which is what they've been doing, is instead of making it so that Ichigo Bankai transforms for its ultimate, I think they see that as a missed opportunity because now what they're doing is separating them to create more characters. SR plus, base Grimjow, Resurrection Grimjow, SSR. So I think they're removing that aspect of it. And that they're also, and this is what I figured out, and this is why I like the controller aspect of it when I can run it on an emulator that actually works, is that they're also doing team specific mechanics, and those mechanics stem from the tactical character, and then everybody else's mechanics intertwine or work with that in some way. But I get what you mean by like character specific mechanics, where it's this character does this, that, and the third coming in like that. This character does this, that, and the third coming in like that. So I hear you. I hear you. I mildly disagree, or not even disagree, just different perspective. I like the content when it's challenging like this in the sense of that is what gets me to figure things out, especially when I'm having to run things on auto most of the time. Would I like to use a controller more? Ask my chat. Yeah, of course. But this part does get me excited when I'm having to figure out, as much as I get frustrated or whatever, this is like the exciting part for me. Like, oh, can I like, okay, let me tuck Kitsuke away. Let me go ahead and put Byakuya, a character I hate, in there. Okay, can we get through it because Ichigo Inner Hollow, let's not get YouTube on us again. You know what I mean? Like, I like that aspect of it. But I see your point. I feel you. All right. Feeling good about where we are here. Ichigo Inner Hollow is man, he's putting in work. Lord of mercy. He is putting in work right now. Let's go. Let's absolutely go. And did he just throw a middle finger up? Absolutely no question. This would not be possible without Ichigo. Absolutely not even close. Because the substitution would be Kitsuke, Kenpachi, and Byakuya. That Slash team has been a dumpster fire, just trash for the last 5 months. So there's no way I get through this tower without Ichigo Inner Hollow. And I don't think, I was getting really happy that I may not make it this time. I may have to put Kitsuke in, and that's going to be a problem for the rest of it. I need them to be able to finish this. 5 seconds left, still 1 health bar. I don't think we're going to make it. I was so happy because Ichigo White was doing work, but right now it's looking skeptical. Whoa, wait, what? It keeps looking like he's giving us a middle finger. I just realized, and maybe I thought we were going to go through another 20 bars. If we only have to go through these 12 or whatever, this 11, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. If we can get this one, then I think I have this tower. If we can get this one. Oh, we did not need Byakuya doing anything right now. We need you to be off the field, and it needs to be strictly Ichigo White and Kenpachi right now. You're doing 60 damage. We need you off the field prontito, okay? Stop it. Stop it. This is a waste of Kenpachi's ultimate. Come on, Ichigo. Oh my goodness. Oh, he is melting the health bar. Keep going. Keep going. Down to 7. Don't come off the field. Please. Please. Now all of his damage is done. Oh. I heard they're having some problems with upcoming characters, so they're getting delayed. In what sense? Like a mechanics thing in terms of like not being able to come on Ichigo, like not being able to get the mechanics and the coding correct because maybe like the coding infrastructure or whatever, the major changes they want to make. Oh my God, he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Oh man. Or is it like something else of like trying to decide which characters and like the whole IP thing? They might would have performed better with Yachiru instead of Byakuya. Yeah, but I don't have Yachiru leveled up. And right now, Espada number 4 is like the priority. Golly. Espada number 4 is the priority. Man. See, this is the like I'm getting like, but this is the fun part. This is the strategy part. This is the strategy part. So the idea now is my strike team. I'm really trying to preserve Kisuke for the end. Related to the IP. Always something with the IP. Damn, will they let these people live? Jesus. They stay in the way. They're making you money. Let them do their thing. I mean, the SR plus SSR thing, business perspective, I think they might have been right. But other than that, like, okay. Look, I want to know what that. I want to see that next live stream because that felt like a TV talk show. That felt like they were finna fight. Strike. Sorry. Rest in peace, Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I can't remember his real name. I just know him as Giles. Rest in peace to him. Love him. That was my favorite show growing up. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel. Rest in peace. Okay. Actually, I need to check the previous time. Did I use strike team at any point here? No. Did I even try? Which I'm also leaning towards no. The problem with strike is that they need Mayuri. It's gonna get harder as we go up. So am I gonna be able to use like a Rangiku thrust team on the next floor? Yeah, they can't stream because of them, because the last time they streamed, they got roasted. They roasted that company because they were like, look, they won't let us do anything. And so then the IP comes like, all right, yeah, no more streams now. They roasted them. It's an issue with the thing. I'm trying to figure out. I have a new setup, so I'm trying to figure out how to fix the lip sync with the microphone. It's a whole long story that I explained. I'm not gonna make people suffer, but yeah, it is slightly off from what I understand. Hakeem put me up on game. Yeah, everyone need. Well. Here's the thing: you can use Kitsuke. Kitsuke and Mayuri are those, and I'm guessing Creepy Dude on some level are those like wild cards where it doesn't matter if they're thrust slash or whatever. If they have what you need, well, Kitsuke goes everywhere, but if they have ailment damage somewhere along the way, then you can put in Mayuri and he works. Spirit just doesn't have that. Although I think Toshihiro has it with, I don't know if Freeze counts, but I think he has it. But Freeze doesn't work on the bigger bosses anyway. With Strike, this is the one that I wanted to be able to run. The problem with this is that it's so hard to run these two together. Running Grimjow and Grimjow Resurrection together is so difficult because Grimjow wants to be on the field way longer. Whereas when Soifan and Grimjow Resurrection run together, they're both, like you were saying before about the Slash team, they both want to switch out quickly. They work well switching out quickly. Base Grimjow doesn't do that. They suck. That's a fact. Who wouldn't? Look, Anthony Head. That's it. Anthony Head. Rest in peace, Anthony Head. Legend. Love Anthony Head. He was the best. And I need to go, and it might end up being tonight. I thought about it last night. It might be playing chess on my phone, rewatching Buffy. I used to watch Buffy and Angel, the entire series, once a year, every year, until my most recent ex. And that was, at that point, it was just embarrassing. Like, I mean, we watched Vampire Diaries together, so it's not like she had some high class, like, how dare you watch this? She made me watch Vampire Diaries and the originals, okay? So it wasn't like that, but it was, I can't make somebody suffer through Batman the Animated Series, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Angel. Those were the 3 series. Oh, and Cowboy Bebop. Those were the 4 series that I had to watch once a year, every year. And I haven't watched Buffy since, and that relationship lasted 8 years. I haven't watched Buffy since then. It might have been like 10 years. And so him passing, I even downloaded the audiobook on Audible. So his passing may mean that I need to go ahead and do a rewatch of Angel and Buffy. We will all be celebrating when their game fails really bad, or when they snuff out this one. The other game isn't going to fail either. They're doing smarter stuff. They're doing smart stuff. It is just obnoxious the way they're going about it, and it's quote unquote bad. But as much as I hated the SR plus Grimjow thing, that was smart business. I hate to admit that, but they weren't wrong. From a business perspective, from a fan perspective, it sucks. If that was their decision. The no streaming thing is a big deal, though, because you really want to have as much community. That's the one huge thing about Seven Deadly Sins. One of the huge things. They do that stream every time there's a major character. So it feels like every month and a half, basically. People tune in, they give W's, they give L's. And I hope those people who actually host the stream understand that L's are good. If you're watching the stream and you say L, 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 but you're still watching, you're still watching. You're still invested. You still care. You still want the game to be better because of this, that, and the third. So, like, the worst thing is apathy, when nobody gives a damn. But if people are watching, even if they're hate watching, and still watching. You can hate watch all you want to. You're still getting it. So you still have passion behind it. It's a good thing. So, yo, Grimjow, why are you stuck behind a bush? We're going to need you to move away from this bush. So yeah, see, base Grimjow, though he does decent damage, he's not doing nearly enough, and he wants to be on that field a lot. Grimjow Resurrection was doing some work. But I don't think, given that we have 17 bars, well, just 17 or 19 bars left and 2 minutes to go, I'm gonna have to use Kitsuke. I think. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I may get stuck right on like the second to last four. Soul Resonance, the bigger risk problem seems to be ongoing licensing, copyright approvals issue. Yeah, that's we've been lamenting that fact for the last since the last live stream they did, because I wasn't aware of how terrible the relationship was between the owners of the IP and the developers. They made that abundantly clear with the last live stream, and seeing what has happened since then, or getting more knowledge about what had been going on in the background, is not exactly encouraging. Let's put it that way. I don't want this game to die for some like BS reasons. Like, two executives in the background want to prove how big they are. So, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hopefully it's just a bumpy road for the start of a game, and then 2 years from now we're like, haha, remember when we thought the game was going to be ruined by X, Y, and Z, and it's still fine? Like, I hope to God that's what happens, but we'll see. It's not like they're not generating revenue. They're making plenty of money. Okay, we'll stop. All right, so 12 bars left with a minute 10. I am concerned. I really would like the Spirit team to get through, or this Strike team to get through it. I am definitely concerned, but here's hoping. Hoping beyond hope. Doesn't look good though. Albeit SR Plus is doing a little bit more damage now. I think this is me just trying to be optimistic though. Trying to see the glass half full. Damn. I'm trying to see the glass half full. I'm trying to be like optimistic that we're going to get past this with this Strike team. It might be that Mayuri's too important to... Mayuri, the thrust character, might be too important to the Strike team for me to like let this ride. Damn. So I think it's going to have to be Slash with Kitsuke. Ooh, and that, I don't think I'm going to complete the Trial Tower after that. Which means I think... I said the weakest team was... The other part of it is, I don't even know where to go for the correction. Like, I don't know what method I should use. Let me see. Is this... If we can get down to 5, we won't. I don't know where the correction needs to come in. I do not know. Outside of like, yeah, get a B6, whatever. I don't know where the correction is. I haven't used Strike Team, not nan time. And I've already tried this team with Byakuya. We're going to do it with the regular setup. We have 1 Kitsuke use saved. I need to save 1 more use somewhere along the way. Oh, you mean that Strike team? Yeah, because the support needs to be Mayuri, but I'm trying to save Mayuri for the thrust team because I don't have a proper substitute for the thrust team just yet. I'm going to try to run the thrust team with Rangiku 1 more time at the next level, and then that'll save a Mayuri for support for the Strike team later. And then I can use Kitsuke with the Spirit team, Mayuri with the thrust team, or with the Strike team, and then I can get past the tower. Soifan is boundary 2. She's B2. So we will see. We shall see. Damn. All right. So I'm pretty sure with Inner Hollow Ichigo. Not even pretty sure. I think I've already done it one time. We'll get back. Man, he's melting his term. Look at that. Chunks. He's slicing out chunks. We'll get through this. This too shall pass. And then I'm about to figure out this. As much as I'm like, I hope you guys see that I'm enjoying this a lot. I love this kind of like puzzle problem solving. If I don't get it, then I'm gonna have to go back and like become a mechanic and get under their kits and figure out what's going on with the set stamps. Can I improve it here? Can I improve it there? Those smaller little things that hopefully stack up to bigger stuff. But I have no concern about the Slash team now. Ichigo, the White Zangetsu has him alone has literally vaulted the Slash team to like, I don't want to say best because I need more time and experience with them, but it's hard not to say best. It's hard. It's so hard. Did the new Seven Deadly Sins origin game? Oh, yeah. I make content for it, Kim, all the time. As a matter of fact, and I guess you weren't here when I did that. What's going to happen next is I'm going to either get stuck on this endless trial tower or beat it. Then I'm going to shut down this stream, and then I'm going to come back with Seven Deadly Sins Origins after I have a little bit of lunch. And I'll do that for a couple hours. So, and thank you, Hakeem, for being there. Shout out to Hakeem, part of the council. But yeah, I'll come back with Seven Deadly Sins after the fact. I still haven't gotten Merlin yet. Still haven't gotten her yet. But I am having fun with a lot of the changes that they've made to it. You mean, okay, all right, Stu, to that point though, I hear you. He doesn't have limited SSR support, but Kitsuke is still like, I mean, Hakeem, I think, said I need to do a tier list. I would still take Kitsuke as the best support in the game over Mayuri or Creepy Dude. Because, and this goes to that, speaking of Seven Deadly Sins, this goes to that Clotho argument. It's not necessarily that he is the best, but he goes everywhere. He fits everything. So, like, God, Ichigo. So I can take Kitsuke, and it doesn't matter if they have ailment damage or that, hey, they want the ultimate charge rate. They want crit. It doesn't matter because he increases your base attack by 60%. Regardless. So that means that he's not a limited SSR support, but damn it, he's better than most of them. So I would count him as a limited SSR support just because he's so godlike. He's so good. But Aizen Creepy Dude, Kitsuke is still the highest DPS team in the game. Yeah, but Kitsuke is in there. You see what I'm saying? Like Kitsuke is so versatile and has so much utility that they don't need a limited SSR support. He's just that good. All right, so Thrust. Like, I'm trying to save Kitsuke because he is the one who's most versatile in terms of if I need extra support for Spirit or I need extra support for Strike, Kitsuke. Either or. My Yuri would only really fit on Strike. So, anyway. We'll line this up. We're going to try. I'm trying. It's not going to work, but I'm going to try. All right, here we go. It's not going to work. Why Ichigo Zaraki, you have to use Yachiru as a support. That way you say, oh, no. And that you're right. Matt, you're right. Or Mate. I don't know which one it is. Or Mateo. It might be Mateo. If I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. The problem is that I don't have Yachiru. I don't have her leveled up. Even a little bit. And as it would stand right now, not arguing that I should or shouldn't, it is Espada number 4, that SR Plus that just came out. I'm going to put the resources into him first, and then Yachiru comes up. Damn. We are not. We are not. Come on. Come on, Nell. You're supposed to be the second best tactic in the game, which probably makes you the second best character in this game. I'm gonna need you to step it up for the team. Let's go. She does do her damn damage though. And I don't even have her set stamp set up properly either. I don't even have her set stamp set up. Yeah. But thanks for the tip, Mateo, for real. But like I think she needs to be on that list. She needs to be at I love you, Nell. She's one of my favorite characters too. But then also in this game, what? Yeah, Yachiru's gonna have to be next on my list. Because I think I even have her be something or another. I can go check that. In fact, I'll check that when I get done with this. So we're at 14 bars of health. And we're already, 33% through? Unless his second set of bars is below 20 by a significant margin, we're not going to make it. I mean, it's still not even past. Oh, damn. So I'm going to have to use my Yuri. And then try to find a way to get... Rangiku is just not going to cut it here. In the future, there's a fun question. Because my favorite character is Kenpachi, said that 100 times. Nell would have been like second favorite. Right? Or in the top 5. What is Lord of Osto? The one where Ichigo was like fully... I guess that was full holification Ichigo. The one where he has the horns and everything, where he looks just basically like a monster. Man, we ain't got no shot. I mean, they're gonna do that final form eyes. Guys, also forgive me. I don't know their names. I have the images of what they look like in my head, right? I never read the manga. I only watched the series. Albeit, I just finished 7 Deadly Sins Season 2. So good. I mean, I like Stark. Oh, and then she was the leader of that group of women. They were basically trying to steal from the Furies from Apocalypse. Okay. Sorry, the way my brain works. Furies of Greek mythology. They also had the Furies who were under Granny Goodness, who were that like little special squad from Darkseid, right? They have something that's the equivalent of that in Bleach. That's just how my brain works, where there were these 3 or 4 female characters, and then they had a leader. And that leader was like blonde, and I think her hollow thing was over her mouth. I cannot remember her name. Her, Stark, and the dude who, and I'm not even because I like him, but I want to see how they would do him in the game. The dude who, if you got near him, you would die. He was like a plague. He was like an older one. The Quincy King. From the Thousand Years Blood War. I think he's supposed to be coming on the anniversary, right? Because they're going to start or maybe the 2nd year anniversary. Because I think they're going to start introducing some of the Thousand Years Blood War stuff. Damn. He's not going to make it. So we knocked him down. We have like a minute left with like 20 bars. Is that 35 seconds left with 20 bars? Thank you for nothing, Rangiku. We will not succeed here. Where's my mouse? There it is. There it is. Okay. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, leave. Time to rewatch Bleach. You think? Okay, so here's what happened here, and this is why I can't rewatch Bleach just yet. So basically, and I said I've been gonna rewatch Bleach for 6 months now. Um, Rewatch Seven Deadly Sins because Bleach is also a task. You can't just you gotta go like it's a lot of episodes. I rewatched Seven Deadly Sins. Come to find out, only season three of that series sucks. The other the first two seasons were pretty damn good, and the way that season two ended was good, very very good. So now I won't watch season three. I'll switch over to the manga because season three is what made me think the whole series was bad. It's just that it was that bad. Then I gotta finish up Fire Force. I'm on season, let me go ahead and get this going because now I'm distracted. I'm on season, God, son of a, I'm on season three. So I'm on the final season of Fire Force. I gotta finish Kaiju number 8. I've been halfway through season 2 for like 6 months now. Um, the Bleach rewatch is probably gonna end up being my background anime. No lie. And honestly, do I even want to go through? I think I just want to start at Wake Mundo. I don't even know if I want to do the like whole Serete saga thing. Too bad Nakaba made almost every single character up. Okay, this is the perfect example of why. And what's up, guys? How you doing? Um, this is the perfect example of why they hold these comments for review because you used a word. You should have said PDF. Because if you use that other word, I get stricken for it. So I see your comment. I'ma hide it. Okay? No offense to you. I hear what you're saying. But yeah. We need a new rarity. When Old Man Yama or Evolved Aizen comes out in the future, ultra rare. Well, that's what the SR Plus was supposed to be. I'm not. I could see that happening. I could. You're not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But thanks for the comment. I hear you. I hear you. But like YouTube is gonna be like, yo. Well, they already were like, yo. So let's do that. All right. Like a USR. I can see that. Also, when like Ichigo hits his final form too. No, I can see that. I can see them doing that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's an argument against it, but I don't know what the argument would be. Like I know what it is. I'm trying to like think of the best way to word it. And the idea is if they're gonna add another rarity, so you end up having I'm gonna call it USR just for purposes of this. You would have you would have USR, SSR, SR plus, and SRs. USR would absolutely murder SRs and SR pluses because then the SSRs become the second class citizens if they are ultra rare. What makes them ultra rare to obtain? Do you know what I mean? There's like a limited banner for SSRs. Do you have like another? I don't know. I don't know. Like I hear you. I'm trying to think of how to make that work. No, UR units will be ass power creep. Well, I mean, power creep is how they make their money. Sorry to say the loud part, the quiet part out loud. But giving the fan base something else to pursue, like a USR, because that is the final form of Aizen. I don't know. I think. Oh, by the way, Mokro, thanks for watching and thanks for the comment. You might have just screwed us a little bit. I'm being funny, but there might be somebody, one of the developers or like the people who own the IP. They're like, that kid's smart. That kid, what's his name? Okay, USRs. I got to go talk to the boss. My friend recommendation Kaiju number 8 is in the 8 in the middle of class. I was hooked, bruh. Kaiju number 8 is so good. And I don't even know why I'm so hesitant on season 2 because season 2 has been good so far. And then I've hopped over to other anime series and completed them before I finished that one. I don't know what's wrong with me because I do like it. And it's only like 4 or 5 episodes I have left. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Like I'm about to finish Fire Force first, which is another 24 episodes, or I could just finish watching the. I'm gonna finish Kaiju number 8 first, and then I'll go to Fire Force. Although I'm loving Fire Force, but I'm gonna finish Kaiju number 8 first. I need to finish that series. It's so good. Um, Maybe they might drop the collector's edition characters. It's just hype around the characters you are as this early into the game will just true, but I'm saying that's why okay, so that's why I'm saying like your idea or that idea would be a good idea. The concept would be they're not releasing those like super powerful characters now anyway. Jesus. I gotta figure out what to do with Kitsuke. They're not releasing those super powerful characters now anyway. When that does come about, when they are releasing the Quincy King, for example, that might still be another year and a half from now, right? That could be on the second anniversary. 2 years into a game, putting out USRs, not the worst idea in the world. Or URs, whatever they want to call them. It's not the worst idea in the world. I really need to work on him. All right, here we go. The two players are gonna quit if they do that. They're not gonna quit. They're gonna complain and be very unhappy about it. And it also and also. Let's be real. It also depends on how they introduce the character. Like if it's instead of guarantee after 80, it's guarantee after 120, and you need to save up to get to them. Is that more strain on a free to play player? Yeah, but if then that ultra, that UR, USR, whatever you want to call them, is like amazing, is it worth the investment? That's the balance you'll have to play. It really does depend. Feel like URs don't work for dungeon crawlers. Like, you're not. The thing that you said, I'm thinking of like right now, just the contrarian in me. Feels like URs don't work for dungeon crawlers like BSR. Maybe for turn-based gotchas, but even then. Maybe a cool cosmetic, but in game, it'll just look like it'll just make every non-limited SSR useless. No offense. Isn't that already? Kitsuke is the only useful non-limited SSR. I'm going through my teams in my head right now. All of them are built out of limited SSRs. Kitsuke is the only one who peeks his head in, and then after that, everything else is limited SSR. The free-to-play capital divide. UR banners inherently demand harsher pity thresholds and exclusive currencies threatening to alienate free-to-play players. This is kind of a problem, but you need to... Did it cut off your comment? But you need... Oh, but you need to. Okay, I hear you. Yeah, I'm not necessarily disagreeing. It really does depend all on the approach. If you make it feel... And this is the problem, too. You need to make the UR, US, or whatever, I don't even know what to call them. You need to make them so good that when you get them, it's God level and you love having them. For those people who are going to pay and for those free to play players who are like saving up for months to be able to like get them. At the same time, if they're so God level, actually, you know what? I kind of disagree. It depends on the content after the fact. Because this isn't a PvP game. If it's a PvP game, I'd agree with you 100%. But because it is a dungeon crawler, you're not having to deal with other people setting up a dungeon that you have to defeat or whatever the case may be in terms of a defensive thing. It's not, I'm not saying it's great, but if you can get through the content without needing a UR, or by having some kind of skill, or by building up other characters, it may not be, people aren't going to like it for real, but it may be okay, right? So for right now, I didn't want creepy dude. I don't have creepy dude. And am I at the detriment? Truth be told, no. Because the thing that I'm having the problem with now is my strike team. My spirit team is going to make it through. The reason for that, though, is I have a B6 Eisen, right? So that is the thing in terms of content. Am I going to be, if I do the right things, if I ascend or have a B5 Soifon, and then I don't get the UR Quincy King, am I still going to be able to complete the content? Or is it like you're going to put some kind of mechanic in the UR that means you can't get past this content without him? Then that's a problem. And I don't see them doing that per se. Okay, whoa. A lot of people have. Okay. I skipped Nell, Soifon, and more. I have 64,000 Jade and around 70 tickets and 6280 at the banner yet. Well, here's a question, Mokroma. What? And I don't mean this like in a it's gonna sound harsh. I don't mean this in a harsh way. Why? What are you waiting for? Because I would make the argument that you skipped two of the three best characters in Soifon. Okay, well, Ichigo, jury's still out, but he's pretty damn good. But I would argue Soifon and Nell are, well, Nell second best, Soifon third best in the game. So what made you skip them? And even a even more important question: do you regret that decision? Is there any way for me to get past? What are we facing? So I'm gonna need slash up here, Kitsuke. Potentially needing Kitsuke here. Mayuri, we just got it. We just have to deal with that now. We only have one Mayuri use left. Thrust needs him in order to get past this content. Thrust is absolutely going to need Mayuri in order to get past this content, right? This is the question. I might be okay. If I have if I had 3 uses of Kitsuke left, it'd be perfect. And I only have 2. Wait, I have 3 left. Hold up, did I just beat this tower now? I might have just beat this tower now. I might have just beat this tower. All right, so we're going to run this now. I do have 3, so I have an extra use for him to use him with the spirit team. I might have just beat this tower. I might have just beat this tower. I might have just, okay. I might have just beat this tower. All right, okay. Let's see. Let me go through the comments. Okay. I might have just beat this tower, though. All right. Okay. All right, so we're going down. Yeah, but they will add characters to the standard pool. That's true. Eisen will be there one day. That's true. Skipped Nell. So, okay, yeah. If URs will just dominate the game, then what's the point of saving for an SSR when every player has the best unit in the game? Yeah, but that goes to that whole, if there's no PvP mode, then, you know what I mean? Like, then what? It doesn't really matter, because as long as you can get, that's part of the allure for some people. If it was PvP and I got to face a UR, we're going to just keep saying Quincy King every time, that I'm not getting past whatever that guy set up. Whale wins, right? But this one, example of I didn't want creepy guy, I don't have creepy guy. So now I'm going to try to use strategy to get past this PvE content. And I've hopefully found a way to do that, right? So it depends on the content that's structured after that. To me, I could be way, way, way off. And probably I am. To prevent game-breaking power creep, the developer's best strategy is a strict one. One UR per damage type distribution model by assigning iconic characters to specific archetypes. Okay. It's like the current Aizen situation, but hardcore. The meta remains balanced and diverse. If they add the base from Form Ichigo, who can transfer into all his forms from Bankai Hollow, that will be dope. Just me thinking. Oh, that would be dope, Kim. I don't see that happening. That would be dope as hell, though. That would be dope as hell to have like an amalgamation of like that would be so much fun. Why get your fave SSR when Aizen just dominates the game? My favorite SSR is Kenpachi. I had to go get him. Am I gonna dupe him up? No. But Aizen is that. If you wanted to say there was I'm being hyperbolic. If there was a UR in the game, it's Aizen, right? And if you don't have them, you can still get past content. Although, and this is like a real. Can you get past any spirit content without Aizen? And I mean like from mid game up. Like, can you even do Trial Tower without Aizen? I would argue you probably can't. Okay, here we go. To prevent this, so that just don't release URs. Guess was like, just don't do it. Just don't. This is all just having fun. You're already a well, bro. Yeah, but Aizen is carrying me. I'm getting everything beside towers. Yeah. Miss only 600 Jade. And yeah, you don't regret it. I have Aizen Max and Ukoriari in spot number 4 is going to go crazy for Spirit. Probably. Is he coming in as support? Is he coming in as support? He might, because this one is assault. Right? Yeah, I'm wondering. Okay, so Wally, I just got 1 BP and 3 monthlies. I get the battle pass every month too. Just saving maybe for a new rarity. I need to wake up to reality maybe. Gonna wait long until then I have women. Well, here's the other thing too. B6 Soifon is nuts. Here's the other thing too about it is that you save and then they go into the standard pool, but then there's no guarantee. You could pull for that. Your next 7 SSRs could be Ikaku Tosen, Kitsuke, and then you don't, you know what I mean? And then you don't get, I need one more in there. And then Kenpachi, and then you don't get them. If I see the limited banner, I know what I'm getting. And that would be the thing. They said they will add PvP. I remember them saying that they would think about it. You skipped Ichigo, Kenpachi, and Nell. Guess I'm like, I agree, bro. That will be free. He's a DPS. Okay. Here we go. Thrust team, we're good. All my struggle for my Yuri to stay with us. We're okay. Let's get it done. Get her done. Let's go. Well, I mean, always. This only happened twice. This only happened once so far. Will be Toshihiro replacement. Yeah, Creepy Dude's not getting replaced anytime soon. And they'll do a rerun of him, and I'll pull him at that point, maybe. Because he's going to get... Creepy Dude is getting the rerun alongside Ulquiorte, right? So maybe I'll get him at that point if I get Ulquiorte early. And if Il Coyote is only a damage dealer, then I'm not getting dupes. I don't care about that stuff. So, top 3 Espada should just be transforming units. We have some fun also. My Aizen is maxed out. I clear sometimes content in 0 seconds. Yeah, they need to give us more rewards. It is lonely at the top. I have a B6 Aizen too. And he carries. Albeit, have you done Endless Trial Tower yet? Because this has proven to be a challenge. Hey, creepy dude, what you doing? Endless Trial Tower has been fun for me. Yeah, he is broken. He is busted. Aizen is absolutely busted. And he should be. This is the other part of it too. He is the guy who created all of it. He is the villain of all villains. So he should be the best. He should be broken. He should be an absolute problem. There shouldn't be anybody better than him other than that version of Ichigo that comes out. And even then, the next Aizen is going to be... Is that when they're going to release UR? Is that when they're going to release the USR character is for the final transformation form of Aizen? That would be a problem. Yo, Hakeem, you really, you made somebody mad at YouTube. You want to know the one that's being held for review now? Guess I suck. How many B6 do you have? Unless there's some slang that this old man right here doesn't know that you guys are saying nowadays, you youngsters are saying to each other, and that's tremendously disrespectful to guess. I'm going to go ahead and put show. Hopefully it shows. I don't know what's going on, Hakeem, but YouTube don't like you. You made somebody mad at YouTube. You got an X over in YouTube, like just, oh, is he comment again? Review. You made somebody mad. You and your peoples made somebody mad over there, dog. All right. Endless Tower. I'm stuck at level 10 because I skipped Nell, Soy, White, and Grimjow, but y'all don't care about 600. Oh, you were... okay. So then you... Endless Trial, you haven't, but you have been able to do the other trial. The argument for me, Trial Tower is my favorite game mode. I love Trial Tower. And then this version of Trial Tower, I absolutely love it. It is so much fun. I'm going to be like... Did I just sound like a Valley Girl there? I'm going to be... not sad, but like I'm going to want to do it again. Like it's so much fun. I like it a lot. So, but that's my favorite game mode. Everything else is like one click skip. But this is the one that's made me challenged my brain the most too. Yuha clears Aizen narratively as well. If the rewards were crazy, I would do my best on it and have some regrets. Now it's not even like this is the part of where like I just like playing the game. Like they're gonna be in every game. They're gonna be game modes you love and game modes you don't. And this Trial Tower and this Endless Trial Tower, those are my favorite game modes. So I play it and not give a damn about the rewards. This is just fun to me. Give me my rewards, but I'd play this just for fun. I like this game mode a lot. You got you got the owners of the IP coming at you on YouTube because you say the truth. You're the truth teller out here. You're part of the Les Resistants, the freedom fighters. You have another one that's being blocked for review. You do. Let me read this and I'll get to yours in a sec. But you have another one. Like this is the 6th one that's been blocked for review of what seems to me. I think I have to look up your phrases and maybe there's something else because maybe you're fooling me. Maybe I'm too old to know that what you're saying is like tremendously racist and sexist and insulting to people. Because all you said is, I have 3 B6s, guess I suck. That you're talking to him direct. I guess I don't know. But maybe I'm old and maybe you're just out here wild and out of pocket and saying like the most racist stuff ever. And I just didn't know. We got 17 seconds. Come on now. Come on, Nell. Get the job done, Nell. We got 10 seconds. Come on, Geen. Come on. Why did that do 0 damage? Come on now. There we go, Mayuri. Get that. Don't. Spoiler alert. Ah! With 10 seconds to go. With 10 seconds to go. Go ahead and show this. 10 seconds to go. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So we are going to have Kitsuke for the last 2. And we should be good. Use. I'm about to be so happy. Kitsuke, where you at? Right here. Deploy. That's what's up. All right. Okay. Now, and also, I'm being kind of like cocky, just assuming that the Slash team is going to be able to take out the higher level. But then again, if they can't, I could still use Kitsuke on the strike team. And maybe they perform better. We'll see. Get him, Aizen. Get him. Okay. She was strongest soldier. Trust. Understand perspective. I thought you had more. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to find the new tactics and new strategies and everything like that. I will say that too. That's an insane. Yeah. Hakeem was the one who came up and they were like, wait. Hakeem's talking to the developer. Wait, no, y'all are going to release one Grimjaw. Look, don't tell them I told you this. Make them 2. I don't know, some bullshit name. SR Star Astro SR Plus. SR Plus. Whatever. Just split them up. Y'all being stupid. Like what you did with Ichigo. Just 2 different characters. That's more money. See, Hakeem, we figured you out. We figured you out. You're a plant. You're an industry plant. You're saying too much bad stuff about them, so it must mean you're on the opposite side. Aizen is not fair. Aizen is absolutely not fair. Really? You don't like challenges, you like strategic saving. Huh. Okay. You know, you're the first person, and I'm sure others do it. You're the first person that I've ever heard say it like that, where basically you're just stacking your resources and things so then you can basically stomp a hole in the content later. It's almost like you're saving up for a trip. And it's like you're not going out to dinner with friends. You're not like, oh, we're gonna go out for drinks. No, I'm not having drinks. Oh, we're gonna go do this day trip. Oh, you're not. No, I'm not doing that day trip. And you're saving that money because you're about to like fly to Australia and wild out and spend everything like a baller, and then come back and then do it all again. Okay. I see the vision. I have a different set, but I see the vision. Okay. I see you. All right. They didn't make them split the union, just New Verse made that as a solution. But as a solution to what, though? I mean, I know what the answer to the question is in terms of money and keeping the game alive for a little bit longer. I get that. But was it a problem that was presented by the owners of the IP, or was it like they thought they had a problem, so they split it? Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because on the stream they said that, and I think that's part of the reason why they won't let them stream anymore. Because they're like, these guys will not shut up saying the background stuff that we don't want them to say. The game is making money. No more streams. I think that, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like assume stuff. That's how I've played DC Worlds Collide. I finally played it off during the Zod season last year. Spike, you are so loyal. You're still down for DC Worlds Collide, right? Have they done anything since that whole we're releasing 3 legendaries at one time? Ooh, Toshihiro about to die, but we don't care. Have they done anything since that? Like, it's still just not good, right? Kind of way where your vision is more nice because you can actually play with the characters and keep being stimulated. My S needs to save and be disciplined. I'm not even, whatever makes you happy though. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever makes you, because here, put it this way, there are other game modes in there that I'm not doing because they're boring, and I'll do it to clear it and get it. But it's one of those like, I'm folding laundry and I'm watching Fire Force, and then Bleach is on the side just doing the stuff, and every once in a while I reach over and tap it and keep doing like my adult chores. Okay, so I didn't get that far yesterday on this. Last floor, all this strategy, all this like work to get it to go. Part of me wishes I might even download this from the stream and play it as like a YouTube video, because this has been a ton of fun. This has absolutely been a ton of fun getting through this. It has been a struggle. I think I've been here for over an hour, but it's fine because now it comes down to, as a matter of fact, let's just start recording now. Okay, so now I have made it. This might go at the end of the Ichigo Inner Hollow video. But basically, I'm going to give a recap right now because I'm recording. So guys on the stream, sorry if it's like, why is he telling us this stuff? We were here. My bad. Here's the breakdown. I am on the final tower of Endless Trial. Trial Tower is my favorite game mode. Endless Trial has been so much fun. I absolutely loved it. I had a great time. Having a great time with it, right? I skipped Creepy Dude. For those of you who watch the channel, you know that already. And right now, given my roster, which it's an expansive roster, missing one person, but like this limited in the sense of I have a B6 Aizen, a B2 Soifan, a B2 Nell. I think my Kitsuke is B3. And then other than that, everybody else that I use is B0. I'm not counting SR plus Grimjow, but he's like B3, right? So basically, the problem I had was the first time I did this, I got stuck right here because I did not have enough support. I didn't have enough support to get beyond it, which meant that Mayuri and Kitsuke are like the best supports. Kitsuke, funnily enough, to me is still the best in the game. A large part of that, and some of you will probably say, no, Mayuri, because you get so much more damage if you put him on the strike team. Sure. But in my sense, it is Kitsuke is going to give you 60% attack everywhere. So he is one of the most versatile. And if you've seen my 7 Deadly Sins Seven Deadly Sins origin content, that's the same reason I put Clotho so high. She's at max second best with each of her weapons, but that second best means you can use her anywhere at all. So versatility is a very, very big thing for me. Kitsuke is one of the most versatile characters in the game. I would say is. Number one there. So the strategy going forward was, how do I either save Mayuri or Kitsuke so I can use them in one of the final floors and save the characters that I would need at the very end. Now, all of this is also to say, I'm relying on white Zangetsu, inner hollow Ichigo, whatever you want to call him. I'm relying on him very heavily for this final floor. Since I've got him, my slash team has gone from an absolute dumpster fire to really, 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 really good. Okay. So the problem with him is that with him, well, it's the tactical side of it, so we won't even get there. But I was going to try to use other characters in place of Kitsuke in order for me to reserve him so that I could put him on the spirit team later. Try to clear the floor. This one I tried to use, and in previous floors, like if you go back to floor number 9, I was using the last floor here. I had to use the straight up Mayuri, Gin, and Nell team. But right before, up until this point, floor 8, second to last floor for a thrust team to be available, I was using Rangiku. I was using Rangiku so I could kind of save Mayuri for the strike team. The strike team does not have any real support that I can really sub in this situation. There might be one I don't have leveled up, but it is what it is. So I can continue to use my Yuri here because I'm using Rangiku here. That was the strategy. And slash team was just doing their thing. Now coming back over to 10, that's how my thought process was working. Here, I could not do that. Rangiku was not going to fit here. She did not pass it. Had to use it straight up. Had to use the full thrust team there. Here, I was able to put in Espada number 4, Ulquiara. I know I'm saying his name wrong. Forgive me. But put him in place of Momo. We love you, Momo. You don't go here anymore. I'm using him in place of Momo to complete the spirit team. But let's be real. My Aizen is B6. He's carrying this team, period. Next up, slash team, because strike sucks. It doesn't suck, but strike sucks. I can't use them here because the support that I would need Mayuri is running with the thrust team, which means that I would have to use Mayuri 8 times. I was going to say, but 8 times, and I can only use them 4, right? So I'm having to use Byakuya here, and this actually worked. I used Byakuya here because Kenpachi and Inner Hollow were going to run this for me. He's just don't get in the way. Stay off the damn field. Let these two do their thing, and that's what happened, right? Next up, still have to use the full thrust team because that ain't changed. Please believe me, I tried. And then this one's still using SR plus Aizen and Toshihiro. Fine. Same thing here. Now at this point, I had to use Kitsuke. So I've saved 1 time being able to use him. Okay? Next up, full thrust. We don't even need to ask that question. This one, SR plus. Fine. Still had to use Kitsuke. Tried not to. Full thrust. Here's where I finally had to sub in Kitsuke. The one time I saved using him by keeping Byakuya on one of the earlier floors. Now I can use him here with Aizen. Give us that extra 60% damage or 60% attack. Aizen can go nuts, wipe them out. Now we're here. I have not done it yet. Okay? Kitsuke is already ready to go. We're going to use the full slash team. Why is my stomach in knots right now? So this will be the best indication of this is the final floor of the final tower. Short that other infinite thing. This is the final floor of this endless trial. Here's hoping, right? Here's hoping. All right, let's go. Let's go. I'm nervous. I've been working on this for the last hour on stream, hour plus. I'm nervous, dog. All right, start. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Hold up. Let me get to the comments real quick. Oh, I see your comments, guys. I'm gonna comment on them after we get done with this floor. After we get done. But we already have up 5 of the buffs, which means we should have about 50% added attack from Kitsuke right now. This is going to put us up to 60. That puts us up to 60. So I'll get to your comments, guys, in a second as soon as I'm done here. I'll read it because I'm recording for YouTube. But yeah, all right. Actually, I can answer that question. I tend to do. It's easier for me to do auto battle when I'm streaming. Then I don't have to focus in there. So yeah, that's what I do. I have a problem already. Come on, Ichigo. Come on, Ichigo. Come on, Ichigo. I don't know. I don't know. We are at 2.5 minutes left, and we are still on bar 18 of his health. I'm releasing this video anyway. Either way, succeed or fail, I'm releasing this video. Kenpachi's taking chunks out of his life, dog. And Kenpachi's my favorite character too, so I'm happy that Inner Hollow Ichigo actually is making him hit like a truck, or at least better. Come on now. Come on now. Okay. All right. All right. If we can get down to bar 10 before we get to the 1.5 minute mark, we'll be on pace. We'll be on pace. Kitsuke, I like it. Keep stacking up those buffs. Get the hell off the field, please. Thank you. He listens. He's a team player. He is a team player. I told versatile team player. Plus lazy. You know Kitsuke don't want to do all that work. We're at 10 with 1:45 to go. This stuff shouldn't make me this happy. Come on now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Nine bars of health left. It looks like, unless we're going to get some kind of unexpected, hey, here's another 20 bars of health, it looks like we're in good shape. Kenpachi, why are you taking a nap? I'm going to need you to get up. Let me see, where are my buffs at in terms of attack? Okay, so they're fully charged up, so Kitsuke can get off the field. We're at 60% added damage. Oh, I think we got this. I think we got this. Saving that one attack from Kitsuke got us to this point. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I might release this little small video before I release the whole trial with, yeah, I think I will. Before I release the whole trial with Ichigo Inner Hollow with Bankai Ichigo versus Inner Hollow Ichigo with Kenpachi. Like, which one is better to use? Because Ichigo, I didn't even mention this in that video, but thank you. I think Hakeem was the one who got me. There are exclusive buffs that Ichigo Bankai does get from Inner Hollow Ichigo. So that was a test that I did in the video that will officially, now I'm going to say, will come out after this one. This one's coming out first because this makes me happy. But, oh yes, it's glorious. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Heads up, just so you do know, it is a B0 Inner Hollow and a B0 Kenpachi. And then Kitsuke, I want to say is B3. I'm pretty sure it's B3. So. Where did they not give me the damage stats? Is that it? Where's the damage stats? We love to see it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. All right, let me get back to it. What? That felt good. Oh, that felt good. All right. Here we go. Someone doesn't have the Chinese rotation. Just like Aizen left her to dust. Oh, Momo being up, but yeah, Momo got left behind for real. Like, okay. I'm just joking. So if on B2 with max weapon and my Grimjaw B6A5, they slap. Not your base Grimjaw. You're talking about Grimjaw Resurrection, right? Nemu and Sanjin are so bad. And I've tried using Nemu. I did try using Nemu yesterday. So bad. Neither of them are maxed on my account. I think I maxed up Nemu because I was gonna do Nemu and Chad, a comparison before they started releasing other characters that I need to get into before Creepy Dude, SR Plus, and everything else. I had already planned as a content creator to like go back to the SRs and like level them up and then do comparisons to be like, hey, if you're free to play and you can't pull every SSR, here are the SRs that would be suitable replacements to get through some content. That was like the actual plan. And then the SR Plus thing happened, Creepy Dude happened, Grimjow Pantera happened, so that like got pushed to the wayside. Over explanation, all to say, I leveled up Nemu to go versus Chad to like check on the strike team. Garbage. Gorbaggio. Yeah, you get Hakeem, you get blocked. Somebody doesn't like you on YouTube. Because all you said was bro, Sanjin, Nemu, or ass. And I mean, whatever. You're not gonna fail. I did it. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's stressed. This is clearable. I have anxiety. I was worried. You know how many times, and Hakeem could say this, and it's fun. It's fun, but it's like how many times I've been so like sure of something, including on this channel versus stuff, and it ends up being I'm like, oh, that'll be easy. That'll be easy. Next thing you know, I'm looking at it like, I can't believe that happened. So it is what it is. It's so confusing how a tactical character that's the same boundary as an actual DPS does more damage than the DPS in less time on the field. I've maxed their pass. You mean the passives for the because I always max passives. Passives are in every game, typically. I'll max the passives because those things in the background tend to do more than you ever expect them to. I can tell you how it's something like that, but I get what you mean. It's like the tactical characters are the true DPS characters in the game, but it's partially because they come out later with more stats, but then Inner Hollow is going to give 40% extra slash damage. Well, that doesn't only benefit Kenpachi, it benefits Inner Hollow as well. I don't know, but it's Nell does the most damage on her thrust team, not Geen. I think Soy Fan does the most damage on the strike team, not Pantera. So like, yeah, the DPS, the actual job is to do damage. The tactical does a bit of everything. It's supposed to be tactical are like the ones who are like this tacticians. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to go about it. Support is supposed to be over there like, here's some buffs, here's some heals, here's some debuffs for the other one, and then damage supposed to be like, I'm going to break your face. Like that sounds like what it should be. But anyway, so well, here's what we're going to do. I am going to end this stream. This has been a ton of fun. I should not have this much of a sense of accomplishment from this, but hey, take it where you can get it. And then I'm going to have some lunch and I'm going to come back and do 7 Deadly Sins Origin for a little bit. I haven't checked the post reset of that. Oh, wow. I was on Ichigo. I was on Bleach for longer than I expected. But 7 Deadly Sins coming up. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. This is why Wilk is coming out. He's going to show them DPS is how it's done. We'll see. We will see. But my advice has remained the same. You want dupes of tacticals. If you really like the support character, maybe that. Don't dupe DPS. That's my advice. But it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.